Ted, please. Quiet on set. Hey. I want to welcome you to the Corner Convo.
I'll praise real quick.
Episode 74, man. Shit, y'all ain't tired yet?
Hell no.
Okay, cool.
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Okay, thank you. Hey, my name is AMON. I will be your host for the evening, wherever you are in the world. Morning, afternoon, evening.
Okay, all right.
It's all good.
That's new.
Let me let you know where you're at all times, though, you know?
I think it boils down to speaking to a certain type of person or a certain group of people. There's a certain walk, there's a certain talk, there's a personality. This show isn't for everybody, but who is it for? It's for husbands, it's for brilliant men, it's for entertainers.
A corner like thousands of others across the country. It's the place to go if you want to be seen, and to a lot of folks, it's the information center of the neighborhood.
Our job is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change.
Funk is in the bag, and the bag is the bass, and the bass never change. It's a groove. Soon as you hear that groove, I know I got you.
I know I got you. Hey, man, look. Turn it up one time. It's a Sunday. Again, my name is AMON. Let me introduce myself again.
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers, one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Oh my great bitch.
Those are all facts, man. Next up, we got my boy
Injury reserve.
AB in the building. I cannot find your shit, but it's coming.
Okay.
So, you know, pause. Whoa.
That's some real murder shit. Hey, I'm telling you, man. Any nigga that ever looked at me wrong owes me money or ever said any jealous bullshit about me is fucking dead. You understand what the fuck I'm saying? Hey, they're fucking dead.
I hear you.
Time you got to do certain shit.
Those are facts.
We'll bring this on down, man. The smart guy, okay? He's in the building. If you don't just bob your head with this shit, you know, it should make you feel away.
Greatest intro of all time.
Is it because it's your intro?
No, I mean, like,
I'm an actor.
The music intro for sure.
From now on,
Yeah,
you will refer to me as the African. I'm an African genius. But from now on, you will refer to me as the African genius.
Corner Convo ain't even hit the block.
All right, we're not gonna worry about nothing else, man. What's good? Episode 74.
I still get jealous
Damn.
every time y'all spit y'all bars, bro.
You
I'm
should.
gonna get over it one day.
No, you should.
Okay.
You should. A, get over it, and B,
Grade A sanitation.
you know, when you're around greatness, you tend to become great. So your bars will be there at some point. You just have to put the work in.
Thank you for that compliment. Really appreciate that.
This motherfucker tripping.
Well, he said you're around people that are great at bars. You must be talking about me.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come in with a whole diss track one day, bro.
For who?
Both y'all.
Oh, we could do that.
We can definitely do that. We can definitely do that.
What's happening, though?
Do a round robin versus Corner Convo versus. Oh, that's a good idea.
If y'all see me randomly turn in my head, you know, throughout the show, I'm just showing you what butters look like, what drapage look like at 43.
Whoa.
Drapage at 43.
2-1 Holmes.
73. That boy got 3 black hairs in these braids.
So he's sitting in between another man's legs and got these done this week, people.
That counting.
It's definitely counting.
Counting.
What was his name?
I don't know. You tell me.
That's what.
I feel like I just saw y'all, man. But how was y'all couple days? It hasn't been a full week this week.
It has not. It was good.
Did I miss something?
Really good. I hit the airways. I went to one of the busiest, trashiest airports in the country, here. I hate it. But when I got to Miami Beach, it was all worth it, man. Hooked up with Ari Spears again, man. It was dope at a Bitcoin convention. It was a lot of money there. You can see that when money elevates, the level of people you're around, at least how they dress and how they act, and maybe how they look elevates as well, because it was some winners in that room. There's some winners in that room, man. And people were in there choosing, man. But it was cool to see that much money amongst black people just in one place, man. You could see it from the cars where they were rented. I don't think they were. The clothes, they put their money on their feet. I had the cheapest shoes on in there. My shoes were $100. everything else was like 300, 400. But then I left to walk around a little bit because, it gets bored. You just doing security, man. And I walked the strip. I'm going to tell you something, man.
So you left the job to go walk the strip?
He was in his room.
Okay.
Cool.
He
I
had
wasn't in a room with him.
Okay. No, I don't.
That'd be a super pause.
I don't know how this works.
So I walked to get something to eat, man. And to my Latino community, to Latinas, man. Down there, having a fake ass is must be like having an ID down there, bro.
A fake ass?
Everybody has.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm like, wow. So not that I was looking, but I was
most
looking.
of the cosmetic doctors are in like Miami,
they have a whole show
LA.
called Dr. Miami.
Dr. Miami, he's doing his thing, bro. But came back, made it back safe and sound, man. It was a good event. Got to take a pic with Tiffany Haddish.
I was gonna say, shout out Tiffany Haddish,
really,
man. That was dope.
Really nice and cool. The camera doesn't know
Coming
justice on TV
on the
or the
show.
movies. She is gorgeous in person.
Yeah,
she's gorgeous in person. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty
Oh, you
dope,
saying
man.
she ugly on camera?
I didn't say that. I said they do her no justice on TV and the movies.
But then he was like, she's gorgeous in person, which would
Absolutely
allude to
gorgeous.
she's not
You
gorgeous.
see how
on-
motherfuckers set their friends up?
Yeah. I keep trying to tell you, he's a hater, man. I'm
man.
slowly finding this out, man.
made it back safe and sound. It's a good old Chicago, so I'm happy to be back. And it's just cool, man. It was good to get away for that one day.
That's
and
all
then,
it was.
Then
It
to
seemed
find
like
out when I got back
to
to Miami flooded.
Damn.
I was okay. I'm here now.
Nice. Yeah. Obviously went to the services for Darius. Once again, rest in peace, brother Darius O'Banion. I said his name wrong on the last. I said O'Banion. It's O'Banion. But it was really interesting because we, like 50 of his high school friends showed up from Morgan Park. And what was interesting about that is like, I'm a high school teacher and I'm sitting there and his teacher, I guess this guy named Mr. Murphy, he was like 77 years old. He showed up. And so after all the services and everything, we're sitting around chopping it up and they're all like telling stories about Mr. Murphy's class and, okay. And then they're talking about like, all these stories about high school and stuff like that. So it was interesting because, obviously, again, I go to my class the next day and I'm like, look, I don't know how to tell y'all this, but what you're doing now will follow you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like these 50 people all had stories to tell about this man. They talked about things that he connected them to that they're thankful to have and stuff like that. So it was an interesting moment in that to be able to kind of stop, reflect, look at what's going on. And honestly, man, I think we all, when we're at funerals, particularly for somebody, who died earlier in age, you start to look at like, man, what's my life going to look like at my services, right? Like what types of stories are going to be told about me? What types of impact will I have had?
Hey man, listen here. Y'all better cry, then laugh and party when I'm out this motherfucker.
You gotta be on time.
No, don't be on time.
All right.
I mean, like, be you. Okay. But that's the real thing. You have to think about
True,
death.
man.
My old coach used to say, man, he said, I think about death so I don't die.
Interesting.
And he was old, and he was old as shit. So he like hung out with all the guys all the time. Like even if we weren't practicing, like where y'all at? I want to kick with y'all.
Yeah, no, hanging out with young people,
That's
I think
cool.
is 100%. There's some type of energy transfer that. I mean, people do not believe I'm 40. Like, people literally.
Your
like,
you just started. You trying to go a mustache at 42. I see what you got going
that's
on.
just the fact that my razor broke, man. I just found out this morning. Thank God this camera ain't good enough to pick it up because I got all these random Abasi braid hairs on. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, exactly. That's what my mustache. All the gaps. But then also, man, for the first time, me and my older brother Mosi got to actually just kick it since we both moved to the Loop, and we went to Dope Parties. I had just really had it in my mind to go over there. I'm doing some work with them, doing some booking shit like that. And so I was like, yeah, I'll just go over here, catch my boy Isaiah Collier, who's one of the baddest like jazz musicians out of Chicago, man. Saxophone player. He plays all kind of other random woodwinds too. He played a bass clarinet that I hadn't even ever seen.
That's them pops in the gas station, right?
Shout out to his manager, Sonny, man, DJ Sunny Days. We go back a ways.
That's a good name.
But what was dope is like, so my plan was basically go in there, holler at Wayne, chop it up with him a little bit, catch the show, and then move around. And then I was gonna have to start hitting all the jazz cats, right? Like, y'all, all right, guys, I'm gonna start doing stuff at the Jazz Showcase. And all of them were on stage, like Micaiah McCraven, Corey Wilkes, Marquise Hill. I
feel like I know Marquise.
Man, it was the whole like Chicago jazz. This if you follow music for real, and particularly jazz, there's a cohort of Chicago jazz musicians that are they each are band leaders in their own right. They tour the country, they tour Europe. They are very well known. They were all playing together. So
we got a dope guest coming in a couple weeks. Who is in the jazz field. He's professional jazz musician. He's 85 years old, and the stories that he has, he played with Quincy, like from that whole movement. So that conversation is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, so that was cool, man. Me and Mosi got to chill on that tip. And then I think that was about it. Honestly, we're coming into the short work week with Thanksgiving holiday coming up. So I got 2
happy
classes.
about that?
Hell yeah,
I know you are.
man. You know, ain't nothing
so.
better than a day off.
You can give Kanye a run for dropping names. That Drink Champ episode.
Oh yeah, my peers.
Run, bro.
Yeah, my peers.
He is a name dropper, right?
We identify you with my peers and make sure you understand.
I got it.
Grammy Award winning Isaiah Sharkey, my peer.
That's my boy too.
Yes.
Grammy Award winning cosign. That's my peer.
Right.
I got nobody.
Ari Spears. It's a
legendary.
Tiffany Haddish was a drop. You know, I'm just gonna throw that out.
So
how was your week, dog?
No, come on, man. You know, my week is my week. My days are my days. It's nothing special. Again, it's always the highlight of my week.
It's gotta suck, man. Do you ever have like good shit going on in your life?
Yeah. I just never remember this shit. Yeah, I don't.
Nice.
Let's see what happened. I talked to my mom. I talked to my pops.
Hey, shout out New Mexico.
Yeah.
We should definitely do that with this.
No,
they can't.
They can't wait for us to come down there.
This cold weather, we should just make that maybe we should do that for my birthday. Let's go to New Mexico for my birthday.
I'm game.
You're steady trying to do something for your birthday.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we're currently organizing what could be a wine tour, New Year's Eve kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, I might have to work, man. So just pardon the body right now.
I might have to work too, but I'll be off. No, I get that, dog.
I have to work, but I'll be off.
I have to work too, but I'll be off. Though. Yeah, I'll be off at work.
Let me ask you a question, dog. Don't say nothing real quick, bro. Just don't say nothing. Okay, I was talking to this man last night, right? Real shit. So, who had the best solo album? Dr. Dre's first album. Who had the best solo album? Dr. Dre's
Chronic,
The Chronic, or the RZA's Bobby Digital?
Chronic.
He argued me down.
I mean, who cares?
Are you moving the goalposts?
I'm not.
We'll get into that because you're lying.
No, I mean, the Chronic was better album.
What
I mean,
now
not because of anything Drake
he
said.
tried to say
on
production. I'm like Drake can't produce.
Yeah, right. Like you crazy. He has one of the greatest produced albums of all time. No, yes. I mean, Dre's lyrics were trash, but
I mean, Bobby, the RZA out verses are
Bobby Digital.
Trash.
Bobby Digital had its
stupid.
It had its
moments.
The thing about it is like, you know, they stay in one lane. And so
he produced classic albums.
No, look, I'm
so
definitely a big RZA fan. Don't get it twisted. Like I think the RZA is one of the
he's
greatest.
The brainchild. So
yeah, I think he's one of the greatest. But
he tried to list other
album
people's
for
albums
album,
and give RZA credit for it, though, bro.
If he produced it, why doesn't he get credit?
No, it's not his album, though.
It is his album. He produced the album. What are you talking about?
The question was Bobby Digital versus.
I've never.
Who had the best album? He said, who had the best album? Was it Drake? Who had the best personal album? Dre or RZA?
I said Dre.
You said RZA because of production.
I said he produced.
Okay.
You know what?
I'm not gonna argue with you, bro.
Yeah. You know what? Rewind the tape. Okay.
You can't. What's the recording?
Let's go ahead, man.
I'm just talking about the part where I get the phone call in the middle of the fight, and the phone rings, and I'm just like, "What's up?" And Amon's like, yeah. And all of a sudden, the bossy's on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, man, I don't know why he gave me the phone. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing right now." And I was like, "Okay, well, this is a joyous waste of time." Period.
You see the fight last night?
I did.
How was it?
I actually, to be honest, I think your man's Porter got railroaded, bro. I don't think that was a
good stoppage.
I think his pops. Here's my thing. I think that he was about to lose the fight because he was gassed.
Right.
And it was 2 more rounds to go, and he just didn't have the reach. He couldn't get in close enough to really land power punches. His punches were landing, but they were taps. He couldn't really put no body
like
behind
round 7,
right?
Yeah.
But
I want my fucking money back.
But I think his pops, I think what I heard in the after interviews convinced me that his pops is trying to lengthen his career by making it so that, because what they kept talking about was like every heavyweight fighter has fought him, right? And so the thing is,
welterweight.
So the thing is, welterweight. So the thing is, if he gets knocked out, then that's no longer like if he gets knocked out bad,
that damages you.
Then that means that we don't need to fight you no more to be considered credible. But if it's a TKO and you know we in this now,
he didn't look really hurt either, though.
He didn't.
He wasn't hurt
at all. He didn't. But now you still have that moniker of the guy that people have to fight. So you keep a fight going, right? At the end of the day, boxing is about that purse.
Is that a sport where you can do things out of love, though?
I think they did that out of love. I think it was a lot
was his was his trainer.
Exactly.
And he would get knocked down all the time, but his dad wouldn't stop the fight until Mayweather kept flooring his ass that one time. Then he threw it in.
I mean, I thought, Mayweather Senior was there. He had the same hairstyle you got right
That's
now.
right. That's why he winning.
Yeah, it seemed very much so.
That's okay.
In line.
This boy wants the Draco today. It's
okay. Get him.
It's okay. Nah, it was a good fight, dog. And I was just asking it because, they've been father and son trainer, fighter for a long time. And sometimes when you do things out of love, it may not be the best thing, especially in a sport like that. The man was pounding the canvas. Pause.
Yeah, he had plenty of energy. Like he was probably about to get up and get furious.
Could have.
Like it was. I felt like it was a short stoppage. I didn't think that was necessary.
Again, I want my money back.
All right.
Somebody give me the ESPN Plus code. I'm disputing those charges.
Man, your damn hotspot don't even work. Like we're not even talking about. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is what we're doing today, people.
All right.
Have you guys ever applied for public housing?
Yeah. No. I'm on the list right now.
Okay. Did you know that it was a 25-year wait to get in public housing?
To get in it?
To get in it.
That seems inaccurate.
It's here we go again. So Kende,
I mean, you have to be a little bit more clear, but it just seems inaccurate.
The wait for most public housing units in Chicago is 25 years or more. Did you know that? That's what I'm saying. I thought it was odd.
There's got to be some more information.
Yeah. Well, in the article, you want me to pull it up?
Shit, if you pull it up or not.
to start with, though, the amount of people that were displaced when they tore down certain buildings that housed large families in these large complexes, they were tore down faster than the rate that they were building places these people could live. You know what I'm saying? And then people that own apartment buildings aren't obligated. Well, no matter where you are, if you accept public aid vouchers, you aren't obligated to accept these vouchers. It's optional. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want it. So now people are displaced and living in places that they don't want to be.
I feel like it's probably says something more to the take of with the amount of people that are on waiting lists and with the process that it could be up to
room sizes, bro.
Years. I just don't seem like it doesn't make sense that you have to wait 25
to help them out though. It's like you can get a one bedroom
in a crib.
You can get a one bedroom like fast. Maybe even maybe a two fast in certain areas. But you got a family, you got like say, because you got kids. I knew somebody. If you got boys and girls, they have to give you a space where the boys can sleep by themselves and the girls can sleep by themselves.
Oh, really?
You can't brokerify that shit.
I will say this.
Brokerify is not a word, but
it's not. I like it though. I like it.
It don't sound like it applies to real estate. It does.
It does. If you cram it in the bedrooms, but slumlord and shit. Brokerify is a fucking word.
But I do think. I mean, a lot of these new constructions come with an automatic. You have to have a certain percentage,
a certain amount of units. Yes.
Like when they built City High Park building over there, across from where I used to live. There was people I knew.
Live. You heard them?
Used to
flex.
In the loop now, baby. But no. So yeah, like legit, there were people that I know got into those places paying the same amount I was paying across the street for a very non-new building, right? So, I think that's why 25 years seems like a bit of a stretch to me.
Yeah, I thought it was
but
weird.
I do get that there's probably a long waiting list and that it's not a fun process.
So I also peeped that 2 men convicted of killing Malcom X are going to be exonerated. I think that is fucking excellent.
Oh, wow. You think it's excellent that they're going to be exonerated?
Yes.
Because they
didn't do it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. You just got to get there. Sometimes I don't be knowing with you.
Okay. Right.
How do you know they didn't do it?
Well, this is what the article says. Says some new evidence came and
Feds and NYPD admitted
they didn't do it. Now, that shit is like one of the mysteries. It's almost like the Pac and Biggie shit, right? Like you're never gonna know. I've watched and read a million documentaries on that, on who killed him, why. You know what I mean? We don't know if it was internal, if it was the feds. You don't know, right? But these two brothers are.
Person who pulled the trigger knows.
Yeah.
Well, one guy admitted taking part in it, but right. It's cool. The other two was like, no, we weren't there.
If they were falsely accused, I think that's great.
What do they get? Do they get any like any penance, anything?
They're gonna get a check, but you got to get out first.
You can sue for like a civil case,
bro.
Yeah.
So like
how do you pay somebody back for that? How do you?
You can't. Payment. You can't.
No, they'll send you 100,000 or whatever the case may be.
One of my guys, you know, Bossy, you don't know him, but he did a couple, and he was found.
Mike, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was found not guilty of the shit, and they
Yeah,
cut him a
definitely
check.
paid him a check, but it's like it took away how many years
You can't
of
get
your
time
life.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
can't
mean,
get time
you-
back, bro.
You missed all of high school, you know what I mean, and your early 20s. Like that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nope, I ain't gonna say that.
Who y'all think killed Malcolm X though? If you had to guess.
FBI. What do you mean?
Definitely some government
sure?
shit.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, why would it be anybody else?
They had him killed.
You have documented records of the FBI targeting black leaders
At that time, for
Hispanic
sure.
In that era and for years.
historically.
Yeah.
Still now.
Even when it was white people that were going against the government, the FBI is a wing of the government. It's their personal assassination team.
And at that time, what was my man's name? He was basically a KKK dude too.
David Duke? No.
No,
he
the
talking
head of the
about,
FBI.
Hoover?
Yeah.
J. Edgar.
Hoover,
Yeah.
J. Hoover.
Right.
Let's
Yeah, I
get
was on
J.
that.
Edgar Hoover.
Yeah, not Larry.
Okay. I mean, but the government got a hold of him too, and he's in jail now. But yeah, I mean, the government definitely has something to do with that.
Yeah.
And the movies always tell you a certain version of it, which is funny, but it happened probably some kind of way similar to it. You know, you infiltrate airtight
COINTELPRO,
organization.
man.
Yeah, man, you go get it.
You take somebody, you put them in the organization, they feed you information. Same thing happened to Fred Hampton.
Yeah.
Like, this is not unknown information. This is not new.
Bossy is taking a spit break, people.
Brace too tight.
It's okay.
Hey, what's going on out west, bro? Motherfuckers calling 911 and y'all ain't picking up the calls.
True story.
What's going on out there, bro?
True story.
Like, this is a problem, man. These
You know,
people need to
really,
be policed.
They do,
all right?
man.
They need policing.
And I believe that.
D, man, holler at your people, man. I think that's 15, right?
It is, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's why
man.
I don't call the police over there. But I just I put my uniform on and show it myself. You need some help, sir?
Well, Bossy
Fuck with
getting the
my-
whole
fuck with
fight
my
and then
door.
be like, hold on, I'll be right
You know what I'm
back.
saying?
Going to the trunk, putting on my uniform, I'm gonna
Joe.
arrest all you niggas.
But one day somebody shot a cop in 11, right? So they reached out to different districts. In emergencies like that, when one district has to pull all the resources and officers to a certain incident, they reach out to neighboring districts. So they reached out to 14. Me and my man Joey Arroyo, my best partner ever, had to go over to 11. We went to a simple assault call. I mean, somebody cursed somebody out. We get there, the person that called, it's a whole family report. We like, damn, I just be cool. I got this, dog. You know, shit, I got it. So we walk up to the porch. They all looking like this. We like, can we help y'all? We just happy y'all came. They don't come over here. Like, this is 2012.
Talking about some police
They
actually
don't
arrived.
come over here. So we say, well, we can do this, you can do that, blah, blah, blah. Here's a report. Thank you so much. Thank you. You want some water? You want some? Like, no, I'm cool. But if it's that bad for real,
So you
that's
saying it's
pretty
been
fucked
like
up.
this for a
A
while?
long time, dog.
What are we talking about? What's 15 district? I don't know the.
Austin,
The West Side, bro.
West Side.
The 15th district,
I mean, the
11th
West Side
district.
is like 10 miles long.
Listen to me. The 15th district, the 11th district, half the 10th district.
Give him some streets. Give him some streets.
290.
You can go from, just say, North Avenue to Roosevelt, from Austin all the way over to, we'll go Kimball. What's the Central Park? We'll go Central Park.
Got you.
Central Park or Kimball, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Holman,
West Side.
in the hood, Holman, you know what I'm saying? That's the West Side primarily, you know. We still claim K-Town, we do. That's
I thought K-Town was
We
the
claim
capital of
K-Town,
the
you know,
West
but
Side.
it's one of them gray areas, you know, you can claim whatever, teens in them numbers, 13, 14, 15, you know. But yeah, I mean, all that shit, but police don't come. They will. It's funny because these neighborhoods are over-policed.
I was gonna say
all the
they
time.
always
That's a good
there.
point.
They
But when
live
we
there.
need regular service like everybody else want, they under-policed, they underserviced, you know what I'm saying? See how the two don't fucking add up?
Got it.
And you wonder why people say fuck 12 and have an attitude. Why kids are raised and it's inbred in them, it's ingrained in their mind to, hey man, they show up, don't talk to them, don't fuck with them. Because when you called and you needed them, they didn't show up. When I was getting my ass beat, you didn't show up. When I was getting burglarized, I'm watching dudes steal my shit. You took 25, 30 minutes to come. And
When
if
I
y'all
tell
knew how-
you who it is, you don't do nothing
you
about
don't.
it.
And if you see how these calls are prioritized, dog, like sometimes I see a call, it's a fight, it'll be a simple fight. But it'll be somebody getting their ass beat dramatically. You probably should prioritize. There can be a man beating up a woman or two women fighting. And it'll be a 1A or 1B, which means it's the highest priority, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Adam Boy Charlie. But it'll have 45 minutes waiting time. How you got a domestic sitting back for 45 minutes? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm done.
That's interesting. Who's in charge of dispatching cars, though? I feel like that's on them, right? They're supposed to say, hey, we have a 1A on Kimball. We need you in action.
That's when it rolls back to having manpower. So I can have this call high priority, but if I got nobody to give it to, it's going to sit there. It's going to fucking sit there.
That's great.
Until somebody like me get it 2 hours later, and I'm slow rolling. That damn it done already.
Exactly.
That damn it.
Nothing I can do.
On vacation.
Nothing I can do.
Don't get this report number, goddamn it.
That's interesting, man.
That's fucked up. That's what it is.
So basically, the city's gonna start tracking response times in that
And they
particular
should.
area, man. But there was a lawsuit, you know what I mean, which is kind of forcing the city's hand to now, you know, watch what the fuck going on when you call. But at the end of the day, man, shit, stop doing fucking crime. Sit y'all ass down somewhere, man. Fuck.
They stopped doing crime.
Yeah, ain't shit going on out there, man.
They waiting 25 years to get a home. What
What else they gonna do?
Facts. Hey, look. So we're going into Thanksgiving, right? Next week. It's what is it? Always on a Thursday or some shit?
Something like that.
Yes, Thanksgiving.
The Lions always fucking on for some reason.
Thursday.
Can anyone tell me why there is a turkey shortage? Please,
There's
anyone?
a shortage of everything.
But specifically turkeys, because the price has gone through the roof to even
Ain't no
turkey.
coochie shortage.
Well, no.
Do that fucking much. You know, eat
Somebody
eat
eat
that shit
some
for
coochie
Thanksgiving.
this Thursday.
Replace that turkey.
That boy said, "Oh Lord Jesus," that just opened up a whole. That boy said,
Boy.
No, there's a shortage of everything. The supply chain is interrupted.
Yep.
Why? I don't know why. I'm trying to understand. We've had turkeys for 40 fucking years, and all of a sudden, that's weird.
What made turkey the staple meat in Thanksgiving anyway? What the fuck is it symbolic of?
I think it has something to do with that was the kind of wildlife that was
And people struggling back then, huh?
that was available during that time of the pilgrims,
I'm
etc.
so glad it's 2021.
Because turkeys are a weird kind
Man,
of bird.
give me
Like,
give
they
me
don't fly.
a Cornish hen, okay? I want a Cornish hen.
Them disgusting,
or,
dog.
or just bake me a big chicken or
No, I
something.
think
man. It's
I think
fine.
it's
Big
I
chicken,
think it's
what about little
also I
That's
think
cool
it's
too.
also related to the fact that, again, this is where the highest turkey market is. So
in Chicago.
no, meaning Thanksgiving. So so
I just want some clarity.
if grocery stores are, having to pay more money because of gas prices, because of the supply chain issue, then
Inflation,
this is
period.
a time frame for them to really be able to recover some dollars. So yeah, I think they're going to charge a premium. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, I need to find me a free turkey.
So
I've
great.
been working.
Go. What's the name? The hoops for the hungry? Go get one from there. Motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The food drive with a basketball. That's all it is. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I need to find Nino Brown. Who's Nino Brown in the city, man?
I'll tell you
I know
what,
he's
though.
doing a turkey
Yeah, we
giveaway.
need a Jay Prince out here.
Are you gonna miss a turkey? Not having a turkey for Thanksgiving?
No, all I
bro.
want is some dressing. I got some dressing. I'm good.
Coochie stuff.
So-
Coochie stuff. That's how you feel.
Ain't no coochie shortage. Y'all know that.
Ain't no
Damn it.
coochie shortage. That boy literally said that as it was an alternative to eating turkey at Thanksgiving. Instead, eat you some coochie.
Wow.
That boy got no boundaries.
Drizzy. Hey, brother. I'm not even gonna say brother. Kyle Rittenhouse, acquittal.
Loser, murderer.
I called it. You
not
called it. We all called it.
convicted
Yeah. Where you at with it?
I told you already. We went through the charge by charge, man. Based on what happened,
And what
I
they threw
don't
out.
think you can convict him of murder. I don't. Now, the bigger question is why was he there, and why is it okay for a minor, basically,
He was
to
17
be
then.
there with an assault rifle for any reason? Like, that's the bigger question. It's okay for him to be there with an assault rifle, get attacked, which he did, and shoot people and kill people, right? But then we got somebody in this Austin district who, you know what I'm saying, gets caught with a weapon, an illegal weapon, without committing a crime, without shooting anybody. He just gets pulled over, or he just on the block, and they find him with a weapon. He gets the book thrown at him without killing anyone, right? But the
Facts.
conversation is, well, we need to get these guns off of the street. Well, why is it okay for this dude to travel far outside of where he lives to hold a gun?
Mind
And it's
somebody else's
totally
business.
fine.
It's crazy.
Like that's the bigger issue to me, man. But yeah, no, I mean,
did they try to prepare y'all to be prepared for riots and shit, Bossy? Like, was it?
They did, but you know, my white counterparts, my Asian counterparts, my Hispanic counterparts, everybody except the non-blacks, we was telling people, the black folks were telling y'all, Joe, we're not finna tear no shit up in the city over
not
this.
for this.
We're not finna do this, you know what I'm
This ain't
saying?
got nothing to do with us.
But if y'all don't get Ahmaud Arbery right, then we might
That's
have our
gonna be
helmets
a
at work,
problem.
you know what I'm saying? But they did. They trained us for this. I had to go down to Dearborn in Division a couple days, you know, to practice training. I was ill prepared. I didn't give a fuck. If you break some shit in front of me, you're gonna get all that. You're gonna get all that shit.
Hey man, don't forget that one.
Dude, I'm not gonna put my life
that's
in
the one that
danger
costs the most
'cause
money.
y'all
Get that
fucking up.
purse.
But what this did for me though, it just further stamped that. First, let's start here. I want somebody to love me like Judge Schroeder loved Kyle Rittenhouse.
Facts.
He adored that motherfucker.
Facts.
Throughout the whole fucking trial.
He
You know what I'm
just
saying?
he
like what a
coached,
mother's love, goddammit.
he coached the defense attorney step by
step,
step.
bro.
the
Crazy.
It was like he was
whole-
on payroll.
I mean, no, it was like he was making it clear. Like it was almost like this dude was a rookie, and he was like giving
Helping
him
him
like when you play Madden or whatever, and you put on what's that setting where like Madden automatically
rookie?
keeps the scores close
don't
or
know.
something like that.
Don't
And
play
to
childish
be
games.
fair, the prosecution did a terrible job.
It was a shit show.
They focused the case around two charges that were probably unlikely, which was the murder and attempted murder. And
Yeah.
if they'd have focused it around something else, because now he can't be charged for that. I mean, charged for
again.
that or tried for that ever
That's
again.
the double jeopardy shit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So if they would have focused the case around how he got there, why he was there, the possession of the firearm, all that, they would have had a stronger case.
But then
But
I also, you know, first of all, white folks love their guns. So I saw that playing a part as well.
Are you sure white folks are the people that love their guns?
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair though.
We think of NRA, do you think of black folks?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going, bro.
No.
So that's what I was saying. But on top of that, I heard somebody say, why black folks so concerned about this anyway? I'm like, Joe, if you that short-sighted, you just don't get it and stop talking to me, because it's not about that at all. It's about the system that continually lets off and slaps on the wrist things that probably should be punished very, very harshly, man. So I had to talk with this motherfucker through Messenger on the internet, like, dog, you really thinking this? I respect him internet-wise. I don't know him personally, but he seems very insightful on the internet. So I had a conversation with him. I'm like, dog, you really don't see this about the judicial system, period? The one it was never been broken. It just wasn't for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We watch this shit play out time and time again. If that don't infuriate you, bro, you dead, and they've won because they've conditioned you.
The fact that
Right.
this is a national case when we have every weekend
Yeah.
20 to 30 gun cases in Chicago where nobody's trying to find out any of these details. Like, it is the fact that it was recorded. It is the fact that it was during a high time of political unrest and all like that. But yeah, I think to your point, Bossy, man, like, it's just like black folks see this up front and we get railroaded, and there's no amount of time or sensitivity and the idea of not using the word victims. None of that is incorporated. Half these things don't even go to trial.
Right.
So it's
So
like,
are we in agreement though that if Rittenhouse was black, he would be locked?
it wouldn't, nobody would know even happened.
Yeah.
Got it.
Outcome would be totally different.
It wouldn't have made any major news network.
Got it. Young Dolph,
Y'all see
man.
these braids though?
Them shit's just trash.
See is a very operable
Y'all see these
term.
braids, bro? Shit.
I
wanna
see
remind
the
y'all.
outline of where
Remind you
braids could
motherfuckers the
be.
whole goddamn show.
That
Scrub
shit
the
is
ground.
trash, bro.
On top of that, scrub the ground.
They got to use their fingers to double, like zoom in on their phone to find out if
No,
these
you
are
don't.
actually
I got it right here.
braids.
He's,
It's large.
Right now.
Never mind.
yeah. It's a whole racetrack.
You've never
going
seen
on,
it.
man.
Never mind.
Y'all hating.
I am.
Let me see y'all hair when y'all turn 50 though.
I'm good out here.
They gonna stop making moose.
Think I'm
They
be
gonna
all
stop
right.
making motherfucking Dominic Wilkins shit, texturizer shit. They stop making all that shit, bro. Y'all gonna be in
I got Soul Glow.
no
Fuck out
more
here.
Starving fruit teas, none of this shit.
I have on tea tree coconut oil.
I fuck with tea
Make that
tree.
really clear.
Black moose, black person moose.
Tea tree coconut oil. Can't you cook with that shit?
You can.
What the
Coconut
fuck?
oil. I don't know about tea tree.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of cooking, I cook.
Scrub the ground.
You cook?
I cook
What you cook, bro?
asparagus,
On the grill?
roasted red potatoes.
Oh,
Salmon.
did you cut them up diagonally?
Sound good.
Didn't cut anything.
Oh, you just okay. And what else? Salmon?
Baked it. Yeah.
Was on a square plate.
How did you cook?
That's classy.
How did you cook your salmon, man?
Baked it.
Oh, you baked it. Okay. Well, how did you season that?
I didn't. Mariano's did.
Hey, shout out to Mariano's, man. They got the best shit, man. You ain't got nothing but put that motherfucker in the oven,
pay for it
man.
and take it home. Kind of like what else? Coochie. That's okay.
Hey man, so Memphis is going crazy, man.
That's it.
I'm pretty sure they don't sell stuff coochie season to Mario. Don't put that sweat on their name, bro. We got a special at aisle 13. Preseason stuff.
You may go on sale at some point in the month too. All right. What's the sale price on coochie now? Hasn't changed through the pandemic. It was 40 for a while. Everything's the same now.
Oh, is it on sale?
That's a t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's a t-shirt.
Yeah, I love that, man. Look, I'm trying to be for real, man.
You can actually like picture it like laid out on a plate. You know what I'm saying? Like which part of okay,
You guys are pigs.
Hey man, look, if they start selling coochie in the stores, man, women, y'all in trouble out here.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm getting a Costco card, a Sam's Club card.
Yeah,
You know, get the Walgreens number.
Yeah, you buy it in bulk.
You got numbers. You got my mix number at you, sir. Yes, I do. Here it is. You take this. Have a nice day, young lady.
Oh shit!
I mean, all my bonus points for buying this premium stuff coochie.
Premium.
This grass-fed stuff coochie.
Oh boy.
You gonna get it vegan?
Got the Morning Star.
Oh shit! That's funny.
That's fucking help, man.
No, that's you, man. You have a problem, man.
All the feminists going.
It's just comedy, man. It's fine, man.
That's it.
Again, man, Memphis is going crazy, man. Rest in peace to Young Dolph, man.
Tragic, man.
I'm tired of this, bro.
Chicago born.
Yeah.
It's wild that these cats keep getting killed in their own.
And look, and Memphis, it's not a concealing carry. It's okay corral.
That's like Wisconsin.
No, dead ass, right?
The same. Yeah.
I called my man Mickey. Shout out to Mickey, man.
Shout out.
He like, bruh, I go to the gas station. He said it's a young boy with a whole AR on his. I mean, like,
yeah, because it's technically a hunting rifle. And I mean, again, it's the same thing with this Rittenhouse case. The judge actually says, did we measure the barrel? And the barrel qualified within like half a centimeter.
That's crazy,
of
bro.
what a hunting rifle is. But nobody asked the question, what are you hunting? Right? Like, this is not hunting grounds. You can't legally, if there was a buffalo running down that street, you can't shoot the buffalo, right? Because this is not
hunting ground, not
legal
sanctioned.
hunting space, right? But that's
Right.
not the conversation. And really, the conversation is, why are people able to buy these goddamn guns in the first place?
Let's go there.
If you are not
Let's
a
go
law
there.
enforcement person, if you are not somebody who is in charge of like
Military
stopping
style shit.
some kind of major coup or takeover of the government, why is it okay to walk around with an AR-15 at
Shouldn't
17 years old?
yeah. Yeah.
I don't even trust you with car keys.
So
I don't
he-
trust
he-
you with an AR.
he was telling me-
God, God damn it. Yeah.
Right.
So like
Like, you can't even vote, but you can carry
You
this,
can't buy
this
squares.
semi-automatic. Right, you get the shit that we trust a 17-year-old
goofy,
with.
man.
No,
is a
he
short
was
list.
telling me though.
On that list is an AR-15.
I'm sorry, man. That shows you how
You're
fucked up the country's. I'm not sorry at all.
I know.
How the country's built. The foundation's fucked up. Period.
It's an old
If you
law,
got all
man.
these states
It's an old
that
law.
have a different sets of rules for everything, Joe, how you call it the United States of anything? It's not united at all.
It's an old law.
Now he was
It's a
telling me
lot
that
of
basically the young boys out there, they do it for clout, right?
Like carry the AR-15.
They carry their pistols
And shoot 'em.
and then they let they old heads of their guys shoot like, you ain't got no body on that pistol. Oh,
wow.
shit, I'm gonna get one.
That's
Yikes.
terrible,
Like
man.
they had 275 murders.
That's it.
Yeah.
What
For
we
the
at?
year you talking about?
This is for this year so far. I think it's
Well, but
275.
Memphis is a much
That's
smaller
smaller.
city than Chicago. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
But where we at? Abbas,
No clue. I stopped counting years ago.
I believe
Years ago.
Above that.
we above what 300-400 maybe.
Yeah.
Which
we
ain't
probably-
bad, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say the worst
It's not
years
bad
of
at all.
last was like 900, 986 was like a couple of years ago.
The worst years was in the 90s. The mid
That's crazy.
90s was the
At
worst.
the end of the day, man, it's about the fact that gun laws need to change. And
Period.
The problem with changing gun laws is that gun lobbies fund politicians.
Yep.
So you can't get elected without that money, and that's why these laws don't change, because it doesn't make sense.
You see maybe he was going to say it too, but you see how the hood in Memphis was mourning Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? Because coming up was his food drive, which is a term we use a lot lately, to give out turkeys and food to the homeless and needy in Memphis. And now people that actually need that food and shit to have a nice, healthy, maybe the only healthy meal they'll get this month or this year, but they won't get it, but it's fucked up. They had the kids on TV crying down in Memphis. And I appreciate the parents let them cry and console them, you know what I'm saying? I just hope they had a conversation with these babies afterwards about the incident. What they haven't talked to them about, I don't know. But say something to them.
I will say this though, right? And I think, and this is a conversation I have with my students, is just like, you know, in Chicago, we got drill rap. And so in drill rap, people say specific names of people, where they live, who they shot, who they affiliated with, right? So there is a clear line connecting from a musical artist of, well, I got my freedom of speech. I can say this. It's just creative. I'm just talking. But that line is blurred when you are in an area and people know who you are talking about.
Right.
And so with young Dolph, in my mind, I'm thinking like, he's not really a young dude like that.
I think it was like 36.
Yeah, he's not a young dude like that. So who's still out here got smoke with you?
Looking for clout.
That's my man's. He telling me like that's what they do down there.
So like, I killed Dolph.
I
gives
killed
him
Dolph.
credit.
He's been shot before. They've been shooting at him for years now.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think they eyeballing. This is the rumor mill. This is not us. This is the rumor mill. They eyeing Yo Gotti because of his beef with Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? People connected to Yo Gotti.
But see, that's
having
easy,
beef.
right?
It's the easy work.
This
you know
is what Kanye was saying. Kanye was saying, man, we keep letting other people drive the narrative of our shit. They make it seem like we out to kill each other. And we the ones that actually know each other. We the ones that actually are aware of what's going on. The Jeezy Gucci Mane thing. Like them dudes did verses and there was a legit record
That was the
of
most
him killing his man.
That shit was cold too.
Right? So it's like,
that shit was cold as hell.
even within that space, these are older guys going, yo, man, this the last time we need to have this conversation, right? We clearly need to do something else. That ain't the way to work because I don't want to be shot up tomorrow based on some shit we do on here. So yeah, at the end of the day, I think it's definitely cultural. We need to have more of ourselves
Control.
putting some type of influence on our own young people.
Right.
Like this ain't the way to go.
I'm with that.
But we
Definitely
also
with that.
need help from the government in these laws around what's legal to own because it's ridiculous.
Hey man, you play in these streets, man. Something gonna happen, man. Just stay out the way, man.
The streets don't play fair.
Yeah, that shit ain't for me. I'm cool on that. Super cool. Hey, did y'all see the I thought this shit was hilarious. So in Missouri, students have sued the school district for punishing them over a petition to bring back slavery.
Yep. It's a huge thing though. So before that though, earlier this year, there was a young lady. She did not make the cheerleading team. And she went on Twitter and she was like, you know, a bunch of expletives. This coach ain't this, and that school is
I could have never said that. I can't even say that word.
And all of this thing, right? On her own personal Twitter. The school suspended her. Her parents sued the school, said, well, she has freedom of speech on her personal social media.
That's legit.
account, right? Case goes to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court finds her. Yeah, like she won. She won. Wrong, right? She wins the case. That set a new precedent. Vocabulary.
Spell it.
Precedent. It's a whole vocabulary.
Like
we're literally studying these cases in my class. But so that's the thing. Now that you set that at the Supreme Court level, that a student can do things in their social media space that may be directly related to the school or not, that is still their freedom of speech space. Now you can do that. I can circulate a petition that says all white people should have to XYZ, this, that, and the third. And it's in my freedom of speech space. I'm not at the school. It's in my own social media account. And so, yeah, they're going to win this case, bro. They're going to win because the precedent is already there. And so that's the big conversation. What's the difference between me saying, now, if this person would have said, we want to make all the students at this school slaves, that wouldn't meet the standard. If you particularly identify students related to the school, that's a different
I'm forgetting something about this
area of law. But as long as all they said was, we just said we bringing slavery back. Not to mention, did you see the results of the survey?
No,
75% of the people that took the survey, I think it was like 200 people, said yes.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
real
bro.
shit.
That's real shit, bro.
So
the world
and
was
fucking
fucking
started was when a biracial kid started that shit. I think it was.
Yeah.
It
was a white one and a biracial.
But I'm just saying in general, what we're talking about is case law in the United States about what freedom of speech is. And with the internet and with social media, we are in a very gray area.
Blurred lines, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy, but they're going to win that case.
It's just disgusting that people still think that this kind of shit is sexy in 2021, which lets me know that you are growing up like this. You are being fed this. You're learning this. You know what I'm saying? It's goofy. Like we just mentioned a biracial person that had something to do with founding this petition, bro. So this is why I look at people shitting on Collins black and white, like, oh, he trying to come to grips with being biracial. Fam, you see what he went through, but this person that started this petition is looking at being biracial totally different. Just like kind of like the artist, excuse me for dropping the R&B name, Doja Cat. the fucked up tweet she had, and she's black and white. And she said it'd be nice to wake up white, which I don't doubt what she's saying, because they got privileges in America. It'd be nice to wake up white, everything would be fine. It's still shitty. You choosing a side, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And fucked up is fucked up.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's multiple cases. There's a case where a group of students circulated a black doll being defaced. Like this is like in middle school, where
Right.
like they defaced the black doll, they passed it around. And so it's still within this freedom of expression space that the person was saying, the kid was saying, well, it wasn't about the doll being black. I just was mad at the doll, but then it got passed around the school. So all the black
doll. What the
students-
doll
Somebody
do?
got
Fuck out
somebody's
of
ass, bro.
Bro,
Somebody got
I'm
beat
talking
somebody's ass.
Yeah,
one day.
no, facts.
Arizona State University.
What did we just start
They
swinging?
don't be a
We just
racist
start
dog.
swinging on every white person we see.
Arizona
Fuck
State
it.
University,
Right.
Black lady's walking around with her camera, and this is the reverse angle on this. She's walking around with her cell phone.
Right.
She sees two white students sitting at their table. They are not talking to her. They're not engaging with her, but they have like Biden should go to jail, like Trump supporting stickers on their laptops. She engages with them on Facebook Live or some
Why
shit
would
like
you do
that,
that, though?
and says, "You guys are offensive. You guys are offensive." And these dudes
She
literally
can say that though.
but these two dudes are just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. They're not engaging with her at all. She goes to put them on blast. They respond by like, okay, well, if you don't like it, move around. Like, we're not even talking to you. And then she takes that and says, Arizona State is a racist university. Black people
They
don't
are,
come to
though.
Arizona State. I'm not saying they're not,
racist.
but I'm saying from a freedom of speech, freedom of expression standpoint, those two white dudes, if they're the
So
most
she can say what
racist
she's
white
saying too,
dudes
though, right?
ever, she was the aggressor.
Fine, but she can say
These
what you want
dudes-
to say, right?
These are laptop stickers. You can't roll up on these people and put them on live Facebook just because of their sticker. You
You
cannot.
shouldn't, but you can.
I mean, yes, legally you can, I guess. But again, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about where is the division of line of private
There's
space.
none. It's gone, bro.
When you have a social media account, that's technically your account. That's your private space to
It's
speak as you
gone.
so see. However, you're sharing it in a very public medium. So is it private or is it public? And that's what's really going on.
It's private because it's yours, but once you post it, it's out here. You know what I mean? Like people gonna say what they say. You know what I'm saying?
What you do, baby.
But I can't be found guilty unless it incites some type of violence,
Right.
unless it incites some type of fighting words. Like that's what it actually says
Gives
in the
you
First
instruction
Amendment.
to do
Fighting
shit.
words,
Yeah.
right?
They got to change that terminology too, though. That's fucked up. But
I mean, these are all very
Yeah.
old laws that are based on a time that
Change
doesn't
y'all
exist
shit.
anymore.
Facts.
Let me ask you this though, Kende, and I think we talked about this before. I saw a clip the other day where a student put his hands on the teacher first, and the teacher says, "You know, you're pushing me."
Yep.
He said it twice. You
Just the
know,
young lady.
no, it was a dude, little dude, and teacher told him twice, "You know, you're pushing me,"
Yeah,
and he just hemmed him up like, "Bro, get," you know what I mean?
and he didn't punch him enough.
No, he just physically
What happened to the
manhandled
teacher?
him. Or and at Westinghouse. Okay, did y'all see this
I
one?
saw that one. The big security
The
guard.
security guy, he off-duty police
He about
officer,
your side,
right?
Right.
Big
He ain't me,
dude.
though. He ain't me.
He
You ain't me, fam.
I guess the dude, the kid reached for his gun. He's
Mhm.
like, "Don't do that." And that's when he turned up and he gave a gun to another security guy.
Yep.
And what?
And he wrestled down the kid, but
Yeah.
like the whole time, the other kids is on that. Look at this security guard with his whack ass and this,
Right.
like, and they on him. Right. Here's an interesting
I
thing
can
on
speak
that.
to that.
I want to hear.
Very
I
well,
want to
Go
hear.
ahead, you go first.
Do what you was doing, bro.
No, for real.
I worked at Westhouse before. So it's funny. I worked everywhere, goddammit. But I'm never nowhere. You see what I'm saying?
Never worked.
You know what I'm saying? But I worked there before. And kids play with you like that. Like the young lady grabbed my dick one time and I took her straight to the dean's office. She was in 7th grade. Boom.
What?
Straight to the dean's office. I'm not finna do shit with none of this. Mr. Orr, good job, Mr. Orr. Handle this. You know what I'm saying? She got grown and apologized. It's cool. She's grown now. She apologized. She
I was about to go somewhere, but I'm letting it live.
Yeah,
I'm letting it live. I'm letting it live.
Not okay.
Dirtbags.
I
But
just wasn't expecting.
the young man, they try you. They're curious about your profession, your stature, your status, why you there, and what they can get away with. Happened to me one time. Shorty reached for the pistol. I said, "Man, don't do that, bro. Don't do that, man. It's cool. What you want to know about it? How many bullets it got? What it is? No, I just want it. I'm gonna take yours. You don't want to do that, man." So what I did, say, "Man, switch spots with me, bro." I moved. What you can't do is get your gun up, unholster your weapon in a school.
That's what he did, and that's what he did.
You cannot do that.
Period.
Give it to somebody else, and then wrestle the kid. Family officer should be in trouble.
I mean, he might be.
I'm on his side for teaching Shorty a lesson, but fam, you can't do that.
But
You
look,
can't do that.
But look, I mean, and this is crazy, right? Because we had a situation recently where somebody outside of the school potentially it was a non-student,
Right.
potentially had come up there to deal with somebody
Some bullshit.
on some bullshit with a weapon.
Right.
And so the conversation within the space was like, well, you know, what's our security level? Right. And so there is this space. Yeah. But there's this space where it's like, I can have a 6'9" security guard who is a police officer with the gun, and it doesn't necessarily mean that automatically that's going to change anything, right?
Right.
We're talking about a generation that is willing to test every boundary in a way that can be filmed and shared with everybody. So if you heard about this and didn't see it, if we just heard about this and
you can go
grapevine, right? We'd be like, yeah, well, whatever that shorty was on, he was clearly tweaking. But now that we have this access to video and the narrative that comes with the video and how it gets re-narrated, how it gets retold, there's all this extra information that makes it really muddy, right? So yeah, I'm sitting there looking at that video, the first one of the teacher, bro. I have never in the 10 years of teaching gotten close to putting my hands on a kid until this one kid during one of them drills, them lockdown drills, where you're supposed to be like real quiet, just in case there was an active shooter or whatever the case may be. He just refused to be quiet. And I'm trying to impress upon him like, look, bro, you may not care about your life, but this shit happens. This shit right here could save your life, the rest of our lives. Yeah, so if you don't want to be a part of that, that's cool, but you need to shut up, right? And shorty got in my face, bro. I never, ever, ever, ever got close to a fight with a student until this particular moment.
You let him punk
when he got in my face, you know what's interesting? You know what's interesting? I was so heated at that point. It was towards the end of the year. I knew I was leaving. I knew I was done with this as it was.
Yeah.
I was ready to go to hands with dude, and it was every other shorty in there that was like, nah.
Yeah.
They kept pushing me back, like, nah.
Kids hold you back, bro?
Bro, they checked me on some like, if you hit this kid, no matter what's going on, you're the one that's going to catch the L.
Facts, bro. Yep.
Guarantee. I'm catching that L. If I break this little shorty up all around that classroom, even if I'm righteous, even if he the one pushing me and you know what I'm talking about? Like
even at a buck 20, you still have grown man strength.
Parent.
Yeah. Like
and shorty gonna get a bag off there too.
Point being, if shorty gets broke up by me in that classroom, I am out of a job and out of a career. Facts. Nothing I can do about it. There is no standard for when it's okay to put your hands on a kid in school, no matter what they do to you. So when I saw that video, he didn't put his hands on. He just grabbed him up, pushed him out the class.
Old school him up.
That's just what it is. Like he didn't hurt that boy. He didn't DDT him. He didn't break his neck. He didn't throw him a combo or none of that, right? Even the dude from Westsiders. He's a big dude. This kid was really small, man.
He one-handed, like,
yeah,
bro,
he just controlled him to keep him off him and keep him away from a gun. So again, I mean, my man Donnie Boyce went through this supervisor weeks. They took his whole head coach shit when that student was like well known for just going in on Mars. Like that was her game every day. She come in and then she goes on the news. Well, yeah, and then he choked me up and I felt unsafe. It was like you was trying to attack 6 people. So is his job as a security guard to protect all the other students, or is his job to make sure that you get to attack them in a safe way? I don't get it.
At what point though, Kendi and Amar, at what point do you take away this umbrella protection, the supreme umbrella protection you have for children? Because there are a lot of creeps and bad motherfuckers out here, bro. I know it's a dangerous game. When do you take that away and say, hey, man, you know what? You need to be held accountable, shorty?
You need parents, man. If parents are involved in these schools, there's a parent conference meeting at every school all across the world.
Man, these motherfucking parents know their kids ain't shit.
No, don't get it twisted.
Fuck you mean?
Some parents got 16 jobs. Some parents got 16 kids. Like, it's a lot to be considered, understood. But that is I'm not even gonna go there.
16 kids?
That's the space. You remember that. You get in trouble at school calls your mama. Before your mama knows what happened from your side, you already in trouble. Yeah. It's expected and understood that she is in tune with your teachers and the school to know that we're on the same page. We're on the same team. That's not the case right now. Parents, if they're involved in their students' education, it's either highly academic students, like students that don't go through this type of shit, or it's students that really resent the school because their kid is constantly being, in trouble for discipline reasons.
But I was telling you one day, I think kids will try the teacher or the authority figure that they don't respect, right?
Well, that's facts.
So I don't think they're going to ever try you right?
No.
Because they're saying, "Oh, Mr. Adapo, he's cool.
He on his shit. Respect him.
I can resonate."
kids are still
It's
kids,
something about
though.
you that relates to them, right? I'm saying that there is a huge problem when a child will buck up, right? And as a grown man, I don't have to take this. Now I have to make a decision in that moment.
That depends on what position you're in.
That's what I'm
then.
saying.
You know what I'm saying.
If I'm good, bro, get the fuck up off me, fam.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
When I say position, I mean like, I'm sorry, brother. I mean, when I say position, I mean like if you
In
are
life?
a teacher or a security guard or fucking, you know, kids won't be in the corporate world, but sometimes you have to eat some of those small L's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This is what I was gonna say. If and this is real talk, because they had this happened earlier this year. There was some kind of like TikTok thing going around called Slap a Teacher.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
It was like a whole thing where
Yep.
like kids was just rolling in on their cameras, teacher come in, they just smack a teacher, right? So I get wind of this. And this was like first couple of weeks at this new school. I
Remember
don't
that.
know none of these kids, right? So I ain't got the time to build a relationship. that
You let it be
talking
known.
about.
Hey, look, here,
Nah,
fam.
I ain't say nothing. I talked to the discipline team. I was like, have y'all seen this? They was like, yeah, we've been
The
peeping.
discipline team.
Because honestly, I wasn't
You gotta
worried
start
about it
5.
for me as much as I was worried about some of these newer white teachers
Yeah.
second year in. I was worried about them,
Right.
right? Like, because if they start smacking y'all around, they're gonna think it's sweet out here. So legit, I'm not even joking, bro. I see a kid coming to my class. I see him have his phone out, and I'm looking, and I'm like, you ain't never here early, and something just seems strange about how you rolling up.
Right. You moving
And
different.
you're getting real close too. Like you try to stay far away from me most of the times. Like you try to sit in the back. You know, you don't really be engaging like that. And so I asked him. I was like, "Man, what you doing with your phone?" And he was like, "What? And he still got it on like that angle where you can see he's still trying to get it on camera or whatever right there. I said, "Yeah, man." I was like, "Man, have you seen these TikToks about slap a teacher?" And he was just like, "Huh?" He was like, "Huh?"
I'll beat the brakes off one of these
But
kids,
my
man.
thing is
Stop
this.
playing with me,
I
man.
still go back to my rule with kids is this. My rule with kids is this. Just like my sister. My sister's not to be fucked with when it comes to a fight. She's not gonna stop. She don't care what's going on. She don't care what the odds are. She just gonna go all 1,000%. And you gonna be the one trying to figure out how to
Embarrassing,
win that fight.
hurting. Right.
I can see that too.
So in those modes, every time I ever had to fight with my sister from a kid, and the same thing I look at these kids, same thing I think that teacher did, same thing I think that security guard did. You don't punch them. You don't register the damage that you can do as an adult to that kid, but you definitely lock
Let 'em
them
know.
up. No, you lock them up so that they can't do any damage to you.
So,
Because when I talk to your parent, I'm gonna say I could have broke your son's neck, but I decided not to. So we need to talk about why your son think it's cool
It's
to
okay
pull
to
up
do this
on me.
bullshit.
Because I could have broke his neck, but I decided not to. I decided to give him his life.
You mean that shit? You turn
Bro,
pink.
it's real, bro. This is every day.
Every day, bro. Like I'll be like, how do you deal with it? Like you are a special. All teachers.
teachers are
right?
underappreciated.
I play
Bruh.
a lot of mind games. Let me be
Underappreciated,
clear.
underpaid.
Like,
I mean, I get it.
I
I
trick
get
a
it.
kid real quick. I'd be like, "Oh no, go ahead, man. Go ahead, swing. No, hit me first, guaranteed." And they be like, "Huh?" I'd be like, "No, hit me, bro. Like if you hit me, I get workers' comp. I got 3 lawyers. They gonna sue your mama, your grandmama, and your uncle now. I know your
All that.
family, bro. Come on, man. Still on me, fam. I need
Got
this
it.
vacation. Like I
Got
play mind games."
Nah, man, you dope in that space, man. You know, I pray for you every day, man. That these kids really don't touch you. But I don't think they
that boy
are.
don't pray.
I do
He
though.
don't pray at all.
I do.
Pray to the East Coast rap guy. Play to the RZA.
Hey, look, check it out. I got.
Pray to Timberland. Pray to Timberland.
RZA, ding, ding, ding.
That boy said RZA album was better than the Chronic.
I did not say that, man.
You
Take that
did.
spot off my name, man.
Yamna RZA, Rickwanino.
Hey, look. So last week, man, I didn't have any black excellence. Okay.
That boy sing oh, Madrid. Sante na yo. Son.
All right, I'm gonna take that, man. I'm gonna take that. It's all good. Again, last week, man, I didn't have any black excellence, man. But this week, I got to give a shout out to Jerry Johnson, Double J.
JJ, what up,
right?
bro?
I'm gonna
He was
tell
in
you,
the last show.
he was in the last show, right?
Live, yeah.
His
Loud
son,
as shit in the back.
his son, right? He got two sons there, killing it at East.
Yeah.
Javon or
What
Javen.
was the school again?
East.
Proviso
East.
EAST.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's top 50 in the city, right? And he's actually probably, in my opinion, I've seen him play. I would give him
What position?
Shooting guard. Shooting
I
guard.
thought he was a forward.
Shooting guard.
Okay.
Shooting guard.
JJ was a forward.
Yeah, but see, Double J shoot. You know
And
what
he
I mean?
got a young
He can shoot,
brother,
And then he
too.
got a little brother, right?
Yeah.
They left his little brother off the list. Now, when I saw the article, the person who wrote the article was like, he should be on this list.
Exactly.
They are killing. So shout out to you and your kids,
Good
man.
for him. One time.
He had him
in.
in LA Fitness at Oakbrook, bro. He come to the weights. They go in the gym to destroy everybody.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Double J,
When
Double
they too
J.
good for you, they go play by themselves for a little while and let the miscreants come down and play with them.
Right.
When I seen Double J at the show, I was like, man, Joe, are you still hosting them open gyms for these guys? He's like, nah, man, they all trash. He was like, I'm the only dude over 40.
Start with my cousin
that's
Ryan.
still
He trash,
hooping. He
cuz.
was like, they
Yeah,
all
Ryan's
trash.
definitely
He's
trash.
like, I'm done wasting my time with these garbage guys.
Now, Dub could get it in,
Yeah,
man.
Double
Like,
J was
Dub
mad.
was heavy.
He's very well known around them
And
parts.
in that basketball community, well respected.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
let's be clear. You know
And he
what I mean?
knows his shit. That's why he was loud as hell at the podcast. 'Cause they just kept talking about basketball.
Right. I mean, shit, his father played in the league, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to him, man. Keep doing your thing, man. I'm looking forward to it. We've had some long conversations. He sent me film on both the kids, man. I gave him some honest feedback. And he hit me back. He's like, man, bro, you really do know the game. Because I gave him some real shit.
He said what?
He said, I really do know the game.
You were one of the people he was referring to that he doesn't host the gyms for. I just want you to know. First time I went to the gym with you, Double J opened up on Central Park. Yeah. You sat out all the games after the second one.
Yeah, I'm done.
Super gassed.
I'm done.
You wasn't playing no defense.
No
We ran
D.
like 11 fulls, and you was second game. Sub me.
Come get me,
Sub
coach.
me out.
Coach. Yeah, I'm out of this, man.
So
My
you're
jersey's in the
reason he wasn't
Raptors.
over the gym.
It's fine, man. I've had my time, man. I'm well respected in this basketball community. Okay.
Or you're not.
You're gonna choke trying to drink while you're laughing, dog. Or you're not.
This was also funny. I'm gonna go ahead and give her Black Excellence. Kamala Harris, you guys is
That was funny, dog. But it's real. It's funny, but
vice
it's real.
president, right? She just became the first Black woman president for an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she
Because
did, though.
Biden had the operation.
Colonoscopies and shit like that.
True.
Right.
Right.
I thought that shit was funny as shit.
That's actually really interesting though, because
It is,
that
though.
is a history that
is, bro.
actually goes in the
for
history.
an hour and
There
25
was a
minutes.
Black woman
Yes.
president.
So yeah.
That's as close as y'all gonna get.
Shout out to you, Queen.
65 minutes.
I'm just gonna say if they never ever elect a female president,
She gets
she's the one.
She gets the
she's
trophy.
the one. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. I forgot all about
the trophy though.
that. I mean, it's probably like a certificate that they print.
Let me ask you this. Do you have a hard time telling people no?
Me?
Just a question. Just a question.
That boy told a joke. Boy told a whole joke. It ain't my phone this time.
So you have a hard time telling people no?
You know what? Yeah, kinda.
Or you just don't return a text or a call. And
Or that as well.
That's a way of saying no. Without having to say
okay,
no.
what am I telling people no to?
Whatever.
So if somebody walked to me and say, "Hey, here's some coochie," should I say no?
Clearly got a hard time in that.
No, let me be serious, Malcom. All right, my fault. I was being serious though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know what? It depends on the person. If this person's been around, I rock with them, or I know them, they're a good associate. They've done nothing to stain my view of them. And they ask me for something, just like out the blue. I've known Kenny how long? About a year, some change.
No, we 74 episodes.
There you go.
Do the math.
That's a while, bro.
Do the math.
But you know, you got 20-year friends.
Literally met you on the first episode.
Right. You got 20-year, fuck both y'all. You got 20-year friends, bro, that won't help you fucking move. They hate moving.
Facts.
It's been a year and some change. You stupid dog. And I said, man, you could ask me when you ask me to help you move. I'll help you move, dog. It's cool. I like to be helpful to people that I think are good people. If you ain't shit, bro, if you ain't shit, ask me for something. I'll take, man, get the fuck out of my face. These nuts, anything. I'll tell you anything, bro. Anything but yes.
I respect that. I have a hard time probably telling my children no.
Oh, I never tell Cameron no, bro.
That's
His mama hate that shit. I never tell my son.
Like
no.
in real life, I have to say no, but I do. It does bother me when I say no. Just because, like,
Why does it bother you?
Because it's like I like the fact that you. First of all, I like the fact that you even
want to
asked
feel
me.
needed.
Yeah, I like that.
That's
right?
fucked up.
I like that. I'm just telling you what it is, right? So, all right, cool. You asked me for some shit. Now I know I can kill your hopes and dreams. Be like, no, fuck you.
Damn.
Or I can be like, yeah, sure, no problem.
That's also
right?
fucked up.
It is. It is.
What's going on here?
I'm just saying, like, it's hard for me to tell them no. My daughter will call me, right? The other day, she calls me. She says, can you send me some money? I said, for what? Well, I need to go back and forth to school. I need to live, yada, yada. I said, well, you need a fucking job.
But then you said yes, right?
Let's start there, right?
No, he didn't send it.
I definitely sent it, right?
Why?
I swear to God, I'll show you a text.
I'm calling her.
Please do. Please do.
Call it
So-
the young woman.
So
The
I
young
said,
queen.
I tell her, I said, look, you only fucking call or text when you want.
That's what
something.
kids do.
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
get
he
it.
got
I
kids.
get it.
No.
I get it.
I am
I get
a
it.
kid to my parent. And I'm talking
These are
about,
facts, bro.
I needed that 2 racks. You know what I'm talking about? And so did my little brother. Like we continuously
No, I
ask for
feel that.
money.
I feel
If
that.
we know there's money to be asked for,
I'm gonna get
we're
that.
gonna ask for it.
So look, I tell her, I
You
said,
like being that guy, huh?
no, I do. So I tell her, I
Wow.
said, look, how about you just sometime just text me and say, hey,
What's
hey,
happening?
Dad, how are you? How
Yeah,
are
You
that's
got about
you?
4
fair.
or 5 years for that shit
That's
happen, bro.
fair.
I just want to put it on her mind.
What age did you do that for your parents?
What?
Just call and say what's up.
I still don't
On a
call.
regular
say-
basis.
Oh no, I'm lying. I call like
On a
all the time.
regular basis,
Yeah, I'm pretty regular.
How old were y'all?
Oh, shit, it was after 30, bro. Real
You
talk.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, my pops is not a talkative guy. So it's like calling him.
So where'd you get that shit from?
Mom.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, my mom.
Mom, bro, you can tell.
Man, you bet.
Mama didn't want to get up the screen, bro.
Right,
She want to get up the screen.
right.
She say, I gotta go.
But to your original question, what's super interesting is like, you know, so my mother and father's relationship when I was young, my dad had went bankrupt at one point. I hope you don't mind me sharing that.
It's too late now.
It's out there.
Yeah.
He had gone.
Kende said, I never want to be like you.
No, that's not true at all.
No, you said
Not
that.
true at all.
You said that.
Not true at all.
I didn't want to be
Sure,
broke, is
sure,
what you
my
said.
braids up too
No,
long.
not even a little bit. So what happened in that time frame
recorded.
was what
It
happened
is.
in that
It
time
is recorded,
frame
though.
was we moved and you know, my mom was a stay-at-home mom. And so she had 3 kids. And so she was constantly saying, hey, you know, I need to go to the store to get some clothes or I need to go get some groceries. And he was a lot of a no. He was no, like, no.
He seemed like the no guy too.
So
My pops was on that no shit too.
So he told me a long time ago, he said, the benefit of saying no is that you can
powerful,
always
bro.
decide to say yes later.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
powerful.
If you say yes first
That's some
and
heavy
you
shit.
don't come through, then now you're not a man of your word. And now you can't be
That's game,
trusted.
though.
And now it's clear that you didn't have what you said you had in the beginning.
I love that.
Right?
I love that.
So to be
Some
fair,
slick
though,
shit.
I think he overused the no. I think that his no, I think he was a no. Oh, no. I think he was a lot of
That's
that.
Lee Chow.
Bro, I'm talking about, I used to be like, hey, Dad, I want to go to the movies. Can I get $20? And he would be like,
No.
he would sit down in his chair and he would like, you know, chill and slowly ruminate. And like, well,
ruminate? Did you say ruminate?
so,
Wow.
I mean, why should
Yeah,
I give you
savage.
the $20 and like make me do a whole pitch and speech to get $20 for the movies, right? So the man was no heavy, right? I don't think he needed to be that no heavy. I understood the point that he would say yes at times, but what I learned is I just stopped
Ask
asking.
it. There you go, bro.
Right. I was just
There
like,
you
you
go.
know what? I don't feel like 25-minute dissertation on why this is a no. I'm just gonna go get my own money. But yes, I do not have the only space I have a hard time saying no to people is when I know I can make it happen and I know it doesn't require a lot from me. So
You
if
tell them no.
no, I'll give you an example. So if somebody hits me up, they're like, hey, I'm in town. I really want to go see this artist, or I really want to go to Promontory or whatever, right? And I'm like, man, this ain't my job, my responsibility. But it also don't
You like
take
being that guy
nothing
to a
out of
degree?
me. Right. So it's
Okay.
like I can say yes in those spaces and feel it's hard for me to say no in those spaces when I know I can do it. But ultimately, nah, I ain't mad with the no, bro. I'm quick to the no.
What made you ask that question, Amon?
Just came in
Came across
mind.
your mind?
Yeah, just came in
I
mind.
mean, you know what? You hear a lot of no's
Because
in your life, bro.
I want to tell Kayla no a lot. I want to tell
You're
Kennedy
not
no a
gonna
lot.
do that.
Right?
You said Kennedy?
Kennedy and Kayla, right?
You'll tell Kennedy no.
Then just like yesterday, right? I went and got some ice, right? I said, "Look, dude, what you need something?"
But the flip side of that is too this. Now you made me think about it.
You asked him.
I asked him.
But this though, so
They say no
when
after
somebody
you
asks you,
I really can though.
You say, do you need something? He said, to get some Doritos.
No.
he named about 7 things.
You're an
That was-
asshole.
yeah.
You named 7 things, Joe. The mom came back with none of them.
Exactly. Like, what kind of
Some
asshole
other
are
shit.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah, but some other shit, though.
My father just left. All I heard was the car go. By the time he got back, I was like, oh, you went to the store? Damn, I wish I would have known.
My brother Javaka never told me no throughout my life. I knew not to ask my parents for a lot because we didn't have a lot growing up. So I didn't have to hear the word no. But the flip side to what your question you asked is, okay, so you coming from the viewpoint of when people are asking you, I guess I'm coming from the same viewpoint. So if somebody asks me if I want something, not to do something for them. If somebody asks me, do I want something? I'll say no. I'll say no all the time, though.
Sure.
I don't want to feel like I owe
you do
anybody
that.
anything. I'll say no.
Yeah,
No,
you do
no.
that a lot. Yeah, for sure.
Damn.
In a good way. No, I mean in a good way, like for real.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to. I've always felt like, from where I come from, my upbringings, I want to be able to do shit on my own, which is fucked up because I'm also a procrastinator. A lot of times, shit I want to do on my own, I don't get done. It's stupid. But let's go back and clip the record books real quick, all right? Fuck you and the entire crowd at 16th Street. Fuck everybody was there except the bartenders. They cool. You know, I said a tribute last week.
Correction.
I was stupid. They told me I was saying it wrong.
I still am not sure you're right, man.
Let the man finish. Let the man finish.
They call him machete for a reason because like cut
saw
motherfuckers
the
off.
screenshots, but
You see phonetic spelling?
I did.
It was different.
But the context of what you were saying.
It was not, bro. What attributes to them being in your life at this point? Not what attributes do they have to keep them in your life?
Yeah. Okay, you're right about that.
You just saying, yes, man, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I know that parenting technique. I use it. I use it too.
The parenting technique. No. And the group, Kenny already said, Bossy, you're probably right. You know what I'm saying?
I said, you're probably right. I just didn't get a chance to go back and check.
The probably was so dicey. It was so dicey, though. So dicey, probably.
Do you have any corrections?
I don't think so.
You sure?
I love the word no, though. Because back was his own, fam. The fuck?
I got shit to do, man.
All right.
Oh, did y'all know I'm on vacation?
Are you?
And I got braids.
I did.
All right. Well, we can wrap it up.
10 out of 10, fam.
We out of here?
Oh, that was it.
That was just one. I mean, throw it out there. Throw it out there. It's not the topic, but you know, there's so many that we can get into.
Why don't you bring the fat glass out? Fat glass, motherfuckers.
First of all, you don't travel with the very fine china.
Why not, fam?
Well, because it can.
It's a classy podcast, bro.
Can break. Maybe the podcast should provide wine glasses. So
but you don't want to drink wine, though.
So for all our listeners, we need wine glasses. Send us some.
Nah, well, okay.
Okay, I
was going to ask you this though, real talk. Like we are approaching the holiday, and you know, I definitely don't rock with Thanksgiving as a thing. It seems like the celebrating terrorists, which is crazy.
So you didn't discover America?
Oh God, no.
Wow.
But beyond that, that's not why Thanksgiving and Christopher Columbus are two different things.
I was taught wrong.
Okay, right. No, the fact that like they eradicated an entire group of people and then made it seem like it was a friendly exchange of ideas is whack. But
little harvest horn.
I will say I appreciate heavily the opportunity to get around family because the capitalistic government that we have, they accept that people should be around family at that time. So without the holiday itself, you still get to generally get off work, hang out.
Facts.
So what are the traditions, like what are the things that like you look forward to with your family that are not necessarily directly related to the stuff Coochie eating?
Stuff Coochie. Yum, yum. God damn it.
You got that yum. Like what do you do? What's a tradition in your family with your family around this holiday that you all really enjoy and that really is a part of you?
Joe, just look here. When we all get together, you know, when you grow up, at some point in your life, you start to grow apart as far as when you're kids to figure out your own life. So I got nephews. That's why I'm saying that. All right. I did the same thing when I was their age. So around the holidays, Thanksgiving being one of them, or this Turkey Day, whatever you want to call it, or dress it as dressing, get it in bars. But you get together.
He's so thirsty.
You get together, goddammit. And 9 times out of 10, we start telling stories about my parents, and how we grew up.
Yeah.
And it makes them glow, bro. They glow.
That's us getting that trauma off.
Job. Yeah. Well,
for like, okay, so I do the same shit, right? So when we get together,
whole story, a narrative.
Me and Haven.
I'll talk to him.
Cut my whole shit.
Yeah. Look, we get together, man, and we talk about how Pops, you abused us. Okay, let me be clear. So when you see this, I'm still suffering from the trauma. So there's a thing called the basement, right?
He's still going.
No, because this shit is real. This is trauma.
Still going though.
It's trauma.
Okay.
He never finished.
I'm sorry. I have to talk about it now because if I don't, then it'll never get out.
His braids only got so long.
The way his braids set up.
They're gonna start getting frazzled real soon.
Look. No spoon.
Hey, look. let you walk in there with the wrong report card or do something stupid,
You gotta go to the basement.
to the basement, bro. No one's allowed in the basement when it's ass kicking time. You can hear the pain coming through the vents. I would hear Haven yelling.
Y'all
like,
have
"Well,
vents?
yeah, bro.
We got radiators. We
Yeah,
got radiators, bro.
it was powerful. And then I would go downstairs and laugh at his ass.
So
That's why I
this
used to fuck you
is
up,
what
dog.
y'all talk about when y'all get around the dinner
sometimes,
table on
right?
Thursday?
Sometimes, then it goes to sports, it goes to this, it goes to that. But when we talk
Is there
shit,
any tradition? Is there anything that y'all always do every? Because I
So
was
nah,
at,
nah,
I
hold on,
was
hold on,
at
hold on.
your house one
So
year.
like I was saying, motherfuckers, like I was saying, we tell stories about my parents, right? You motherfuckers that just ain't no good. It's no good to me, man.
Next
You
nigga
know?
say something while I'm talking, getting shot.
I apologize, man. I apologize.
As I was saying,
No, we tell stories. Make my parents, they go, they love it. You know, they come to expect that kind of. And then we let my mama get her prayer off. She's the only person who believes in God in the house now. Then
it's like 30 of y'all. She the only one still praying.
Only one, bro.
Mama
And
strong,
them prayers
too,
are the
bro. I love your
length
mama.
hey, that's the length of our podcast, bro.
Mm.
The food be cold is done, you know, all that shit.
Yeah.
And then she tells about 27 corny jokes. They so corny, they fucking hilarious. It's
Are they
terrible.
like Thanksgiving jokes?
They just jokes from all over the world.
Okay.
Mm.
Every holiday. You know, then we just play music. Now we shoot pool. Since they upgraded moved to the suburbs, we shoot pool a lot now. It's tradition, bro. At the end of the night, we make sure we hug everybody and tell everybody, I love you.
That's great,
Period.
man.
You know what I'm saying? That's it,
Our
though.
family, man, we got this.
Dot, dot, dot.
We got this. You
No,
know,
I wasn't. No, it's not. It's not. I'm just back on me. Sorry. Sorry.
Fuck out. No.
So all we
Definitely got no problem telling you. No.
so all we talk about is our trauma,
He's still going.
right?
You still repeat the same thing you just said. We already heard it.
Because it hurts. I'm hurting.
You shouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving then, man. You ain't gonna traumatize
Go ahead, go ahead,
yourself.
go ahead.
Right. You stay home.
So my mother's side of the family, man, they're very like holiday specific, right? So growing up, we always went to my grandmother's house in Muskegon, Michigan.
What's the population
My
now?
uncles, my aunts, who came
24.
His family.
But my uncles and aunts from that side of the family would always come. You know, my cousins, I got a lot of female cousins. And so we would all like get there, and card games is a big part.
Well, you
dope,
talked
bro.
about that because your
It's
grandmother
a
taught y'all
big
how to
part.
get busy.
Yeah, well,
talk
okay,
shit.
no, there's two sides of this.
He's still
So
cutting
my
you off.
dad's mother,
Okay.
she's the one who taught us how to play poker, and she's the one who took our money from
All
us
y'all money.
Got it.
when we were very, very small.
That's
children.
hilarious. Good job,
That's
Grandma.
different. My mother's mother, Grandma Williams, she was a homemaker. She was the one that like cooked everything from scratch, like just want to make sure everybody ate. Like, and she didn't really play cards. Everybody else in the family played cards, and she made sure everybody else was taken care of, right? But like this card game we play a card game called Ponds.
Ponds?
Yeah, Ponds. And for a long time, I thought my family created this game because
Like
I've never played it anywhere
They
else.
did create cards.
I've
in
never heard of
Madrid,
that
It's
shit.
basically like solitaire, but like competitive solitaire. So like everybody's playing solitaire at the same time, but like you're trying to beat other people at playing solitaire. It'll
That's-
take me
yeah, that's
way
interesting.
too long to explain how.
That's a
rules
smart
work.
family
You know
game.
another trash game is
But-
backgammon too.
but let
Like,
me
He
that
just
shit's
called
trash.
y'all game trash.
But let me
low-key.
stop.
Yeah.
No.
He said, what another trash
No,
game
it's
is.
a great game.
That's it. That
It's
shit's
a
trash.
great game. It's amazing because this is the only time I have ever seen my grandfather, you know, my niece, my brother, my aunt, like
All interacting.
everybody is
That's
engaged and
dope.
everybody is really, really attached to it. So now, you know, family gets together a little bit less. So now we have two traditions. We play Ponds because of the younger generation. We want to make sure that
Pass it
they
on.
still understand how to play this
That's
game.
good shit. That's
right?
important right there.
I've come to find out that other people call it conch or
I see, I've heard the
there's a
conch.
couple other
I've heard
there's
of
a couple
conch,
other
yeah.
names for it,
Never heard of neither.
but
Is that the African version?
doubtful. but we also play Mexican Train, which is
What
a
the fuck is
domino
that?
game.
That sounds freaky as hell, boy.
It's
What? Wow. The Adadapolos are out of control.
They out of control, bro. Are we not gonna talk about your Bow Wow on the
This
show?
This is an actual domino
No,
game
sir.
called Mexican Train. It is nothing related to what these two complete degenerates are trying to exploit here. It's a domino game called Mexican Train. But
Why is it
it's
called
a
Mexican
part of
Train?
it. I didn't make the game up.
I wa-
Anyway,
Okay, go ahead.
it's
Oh,
something
boy.
we do every time. So we eat dinner and the dominoes come out, and we play Ponce, and we play Mexican Train. And the best part, to be honest though, for real.
Stuff
12 years old, man. Adolescents. You all are adolescents. This is my last show. I'm taking December off. They're gonna need somebody else to do it. I'm saying no. Just say no. Just say no.
Mexican Train, man. Wow.
No, man. The young folks really, really, really enjoy having the opportunity to play these games, and that's our tradition. End of the day, the food is what it is. Everybody going around. We don't even do the thankful thing around the table no more. It's really just about us getting family together, because in the world that we live in, man, like there are no protected times for family
guarantees
anymore,
either,
man.
Right.
No, it's just like there's no protected time. Like these are the only times you get.
Yeah.
Twice a year, Christmas and Thanksgiving are the only times you
To
get
make
to
memories
actually
with your
say,
family.
"Oh, we should protect the time for the family."
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that that's what's important to us, and I think that that's what's really big. And I hope Juneteenth starts to take that
pick up
same
steam.
approach,
Amen.
that we start to say this is a time for Black families to very specifically be involved with
We
their
should do something for
families,
that.
man.
Yeah,
we should do something for that.
we don't have a tradition. I mean, it's just like we link up.
What you said first wasn't a tradition?
I mean, it happens every
Man,
time though. It
the
happens every
Thanksgiving
time.
I
though.
was at your crib.
Yeah.
We pulled up. It was everybody served their own plate. There was no main like
No.
table. There was no little baby table.
Food
Wasn't like
was
that.
fire.
Food was amazing. It was also pour up your own situation. Like it was provided, but like you went and did your own thing. But it was a very like, because Miles was there. It was a very, I was that night we was in the basement. It was a very like, again, family space.
Yeah.
It's not about this holiday.
Yeah.
It's not about this Thanksgiving thing, right?
Now,
It's about us all being in the same space and sharing time and laughing and cracking jokes and enjoying.
That's what it is for us. Like we rag on each other all day, every day, right?
Yeah.
If we're talking tradition, we do have one tradition. New Year's Day, they do this gumbo thing and invite everybody over. Like it's crazy. It's the best gumbo you ever had in your life.
Yeah,
You know,
I've never had it. I've never been invited.
No, you've been invited. You just right around your birthday time. So, you probably still hungover the next day. Like, it takes you 15 days to recover. I get it. But yeah, no, that's what it is, man.
When the shades come out and the hat get real low. Yeah.
And the parents are coming home in a couple of weeks, I believe. So they'll be here for the holidays, I believe. So
I'm gonna hit Pops up. Hey, y'all coming to my 40th birthday. We doing a wine tour. Y'all on deck. Let's get it.
Okay. So
He's not invited.
Yeah, I'm working.
Nope.
Let's get it.
Not.
Let's get it. We out, man. Y'all good?
Absolutely.
Y'all Raekwon, yo.
Episode.
Son.
Definitely. That's so stupid, dog.
Episode.
I'll let you know when the next sale is. All right, so y'all can stock up on that. On that good.
70 fucking four,
All right.
man. We out, man. It's the Corner Convo.
Oh, bar time.
Bars.
No, I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna sing with Brandy voice. She had some dope pictures on about her baby.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the Beyonce. That was this with everybody. Beyonce posted pictures of her pregnant, and now everybody.
Somebody did this shit years before her though. Like all our parents. Social media wasn't around.
You saying your parents posted on social media when they was pregnant with you?
I literally just said social media wasn't around.
Right.
You got Polaroids. It was Polaroids first though.
They definitely was taking Polaroids.
How you start your week, it's
They were
like up them pregnant.
They were
We on the
tall,
corner.
fat white part.
We on the corner.
Didn't work.
Hey,
Chicago, pull up.
Inglewood, pull up.
Or
We
y'all.
on the corner. We on the corner.